Hello everybody and welcome back to the Backlogs channel. And guess what video idea I saved for last? Now I just filmed up to 5 different backlog videos. One of them is probably up by now, if not all of them by the time you're watching this video actually. But this is the 6th and final video for at least the moment that I will be releasing with anything having to do with the Switch 2. And you guessed it, my favorite part, my favorite reveal of the entire trailer was the GameCube console being added to the Nintendo Switch Online service. Now let's give a little quick history lesson for anyone that doesn't understand the relevance of this. The Wii was revolutionary in many ways. That's why it was almost called the Revolution. One of the features that Nintendo Wii had was it came right after the GameCube, release-wise, and it had a built-in to it GameCube with controller ports and memory cards on the top of the Wii system. This was the first way that you could play GameCube games, not on a official GameCube place. But, with all of that being said, after the Nintendo Wii had the functionality of GameCube support, the Wii U comes around. It is a commercial failure, and they're trying to figure out any ways to bring their company back, and that's when they ask to make a Wind Waker HD remaster, where the whole game is built back up from square one, and it looks absolutely incredible. The thing about the Wii U was it had Virtual Console, just like the Wii did, yet it bared even less than the Wii did. Now, what were some of the things that were provided with the Wii and Wii U eShop and the Virtual Console as it was previously known as before? They had NES games, obviously. They had SNES games, obviously. They had N64 games, which was a surprise at the time for both consoles. And they had some extra stuff in there too, such as, for the Wii U specifically, they had DS Virtual Console games because of how the Wii U gamepad was a second screen for the first screen that was on the TV itself. It worked very well. You could have the bottom screen on your tablet and the top screen on the top of the screen. But I couldn't see anything like that happening for this console because obviously you're not going to be able to see both screens at once. It's going to be a very different situation. But people said it would never be done. People said it would never be done that GameCube games would come to the Switch as paid, part of the paid Nintendo Switch Online service. The reasons for people not believing that GameCube games would ever make their debut on the Switch as free parts of the Nintendo Switch Online service was because they were starting to remake, repack, and re-release GameCube games for full price as if it was nothing and people were buying it up the wazoo, not even knowing the difference. You'd think, okay, GameCube games are the ones that are getting ported to the Switch now. Let's keep doing that. But no, Nintendo just changed their mind. They're giving us games that were released on the Switch before, but now in GameCube form. They're going to give us, starting off with, Wind Waker, which is a big deal because people were asking for an HD remake of the Zelda games, but now you can just play Wind Waker. People were very shocked with this announcement. There's also Soul Calibur 2 with specifically Link in the game, that version of Soul Calibur 2, and finally F-Zero GX with a lot of other games in the future coming, such as Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon Colosseum, Luigi's Mansion, stuff like that. Games, Path of Radiance, which is a very expensive GameCube game. Now, this is one of the best reasons to get Nintendo Switch Online now, and it will be available day one with the Nintendo Switch. And they're also releasing a GameCube edition Nintendo Switch Online controller that only NSO people can buy off their website and get day one. With all that being said, GameCube games are finally making a return to anywhere, actually. They've never been re-released besides GameCube and remakes. Another story that I just want to unfold, the idea of the 1,000-Year Door being released as a full digital, not just digital, but physical as well, thing. I don't really have the answer for that, to be honest. I guess Nintendo just chose to now give us GameCube games. They teased us a little bit with a few paid ones, but now we could just get them for free. I assume we're not going to get those few games that already have nice, really good resolution bumps and all that stuff, and remade forms, but there's more to come for the GameCube, and it's nice to see that Nintendo Switch Online is finally getting fully supported, and that it's looking good, and it's never done better. And yeah, that's about it for this video. It was my most hype part of the Switch 2 Direct, and yeah, I am very excited for the GameCube NSO. Thank you everybody so much for watching. See you in the next Backlogs video, and bye bye.